Hello, welcome back again to this channel where we talk about the basic medical information. What happens every year on May 25th? Now, in the next few minutes, we are going to know what happens on this day. Welcome again. For those who are new here, consider to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you get to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. My name is Rebecca Morangi, and this is the best place to be. Every year, May 25th, we celebrate the World Thyroid Day. What is it for? Actually, the World Thyroid Day, it's a global healthcare event intended to the recognition of the thyroid burden and the patient experience and the recognition of all those who are committed in the international study and research for the treatment of thyroid disease. Now, why do we call it the thyroid burden? Oh yes, indeed, it's a thyroid burden. Why do I say so? Mostly, this condition is a burden, reason being, when you get to be diagnosed with this condition, you have to go through a long process before you get well. And sometimes you have to be in medication for the whole of your life. We have been talking about the thyroid disorders. And these disorders are different. Thyroid disorders, if not well treated after diagnosis, they can make someone to have difficult life. The thyroid actually it's one of the endocrine organ located in front of your neck and below the Adam's apple. Its major function is what we call metabolism, the change of food we take into energy. We have other functions like regulation of body temperature. It controls how your heart works. It controls your mood, among many functions. So if this organ is affected, you can guess what will happen to you as an individual. Now, the thyroid disorders, if we can name them, we have thyroid disorders, all diseases. We have what we call hyperthyroidism. Hyperthyroidism, sometimes we call it overactive thyroid, where your thyroid makes all secretes high amount of thyroid hormones. And when we talk about thyroid hormones, we are referring to T3 and T4. Those are the major hormones which are manufactured and secreted by the thyroid gland. Another disorder is hypothyroidism. We can refer it again to underactive thyroid. This is when your thyroid fails to manufacture or produces low amount of thyroid hormones. We have another disorder we call thyroid nodules. Thyroid nodules, these are lumps on your thyroid. It can be one nodule or several nodules. Another thyroid disorder is what we call goiter. Goiter is the overall enlargement of the thyroid gland. Another disorder is what we call the thyroid cancer. These are thyroid disorders or thyroid diseases. And these are the major disorders which affect people globally. Some countries may be affected more than the others. Now, why do we call it a burden? For those who have gone through this condition, maybe they can understand well what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's very difficult to diagnose thyroid disorder. Before you get to know exactly what is affecting you, when you go to a health facility, go to the hospital, you go to look for specialists, it takes a process. And this process, you have used money, actually a lot of money. Now, after the diagnosis, you have to undergo, before even the diagnosis, you have to go through medical tests to check your body in different aspects, maybe what could be affecting your health. When we narrow down now to the thyroid, they have to do what we call thyroid function tests. And majorly here, they do the test of T4, T3, and even the TSH, the thyroid stimulating hormone. These hormones have to be in a certain range for your body to work well. So when they are low, you have to be given medication sometimes. If they are too high, again, you have to be given medication. Sometimes even surgery is done depending on your condition. And in all these processes, you have to use money. Now, for those who have gone through this journey again, many times they are under medications, daily dosages. The common ones, if it's hyperthyroidism, we have methimazole or carbimazole. These medications have got side effects. Some people don't even sleep well. Their heart beats have got problems. So they have to be under medication, like the beta blockers, an example of propranolol, to enable your heart to function well, and also to minimize some of the thyroid disorder symptoms. So it is a burden to those who have gone through this journey. And sometimes you use medication for the thyroid, and again you have another condition of which you are taking medication again. You may end up taking one or more products, all medications in a day, even up to 5, 10. That is why we are saying this is a burden. Now, other people take medication when we are on our day-to-day activities, especially those who dispense. They can bear me witness. Some people are given this medication. When you dispense, they don't even actually understand why they are taking this medication. So if they don't have the information, sometimes it becomes a problem. So the World Thyroid Day is here to educate us to know why we are taking all this, to have the information on how maybe we can prevent the thyroid disorders. Again, in this year's theme, we are talking about thyroid as a non-communicable disease, meaning it's not spread by infections or through people, but it's a behavior actually which sometimes come through our health habits, meaning we can do something to this condition. For the thyroid gland to function well, there are some elements or nutrients which are needed in the body. For example, we need vitamin D. Remember, there is what we call calcitonin, which is secreted by the thyroid gland, which regulates the level of calcium in your body. So if your thyroid is not functioning well, you may have a problem with calcium balance in your body. That is why we need vitamin D in our diet. And how do we get vitamin D? Many times, the most important one, the simple one, is to get to the sun exposure. We can get it from the diet we take. So it's good to know what foods contain vitamin D. For the thyroid to function well, actually for the thyroid to manufacture the hormones, the thyroid hormones, we need what we call iodine. Iodine can be gotten from the diet we take. This day again, we are recognizing those who dedicated their studies on the research of this disease internationally. Each and every time we get new information regarding the thyroid condition. So we salute all those, the doctors, who have dedicated their life to the study of this disease. For all those who are still struggling with this condition, it's high time we give ourselves hope, because this condition is treatable. We have to adhere to the medication we are taking, and we have to do regular check-ups or follow-ups with the doctors. Many times, this condition, people go for checkups on a monthly basis or after some months. I said your thyroid function levels have to be checked each and every time you take the medication. And because your thyroid interacts with other organs, the body organs actually, many times your kidney function levels are checked. Your liver function tests are done to check how your liver functions. Because if you're taking this medication, then sometimes these medications has got side effects which can interfere with these other body organs. So you can still connect how this disease is a burden. Globally, it is a real burden. But we thank God we have come this far. It's many years since this day was celebrated. The World Thyroid Day was celebrated first in the year 2008, many countries actually. So you can see we have come this far. And we thank God there is hope to this health condition. The thyroid disorders, hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism, goiter, thyroid nodules, thyroid cancer, have got symptoms. The major symptoms actually, if you are hyper, you have the hyper now, your thyroid is secreting too much thyroid hormones. Some people have got problem with their heartbeats, irregular heartbeats. Others lose weight, fatigue, muscle weakness. Many times people, they are not even able to do their day-to-day activities because the body is in pain, the body is aching. Others have got their eyes bulging outwards, what we call thyroid eyes or thyroid eye disease. These are some of the symptoms. Sometimes we call them complications because they come as a result of these conditions. Now, if you are hypo, your thyroid is secreting low, all fails to secrete the thyroid hormones. Many people get symptoms like constipation, dry skin. Others have what add a lot of body weight. They become obese because your metabolism now is low, because the hormones responsible to enable your body work well on the breakdown of this food into energy, they are not there. The hormones are not there. So metabolism is low. You end up adding a lot of weight, and you struggle losing weight, which is not an easy experience. When you come to thyroid nodules, it's no difference. The symptoms the same. Body aches, muscle weakness, goiter, enlargement of the thyroid gland, And mostly, some people may have got these physical symptoms, others they can fail to have them because the tests which are done to detect these conditions, sometimes they're very expensive. For example, to do an ultrasound takes some money depending from which country you are in. A country we use the Kenyan shillings. It's very expensive to do an ultrasound, a thyroid ultrasound. It is a burden. But we thank God because we have solutions to this. It's not a dead sentence. If these conditions are managed well, people live to their fullest at full time. Now, how can we prevent these conditions? One is to take a diet rich in iodine. Very important, very important. Now, another way to prevent this is to get enough sleep. You have to have, these bodies need to rest for the body to function well. That is why we have day and night. Have enough sleep. Different thyroid disorders come in different ways. So in summary form, it's good to have enough rest. Health-wise, you're supposed to sleep. We have children, they have their timing. Older people, so at least if you can sleep 7 to 8 hours a day, it's good for you. And we mean sleeping. Some people transnight to do their day-to-day activity. Oh yes, it's up to an individual. But for the sake of your thyroid gland, your thyroid health, have enough sleep. Manage your stress. Some of these disorders are brought by stress. So if in your life, you are supposed to manage your stress. Oh yes, I'm not saying that it's possible to live a stress-free life, but manage your stress. Avoid smoking. For those who smoke, smoking contributes to thyroid nodules sometimes. So if you're a smoker, it's high time to think again. Another thing is to avoid radiation exposure. Yes, you may have a health condition which needs to be done a test, which will need maybe to be exposed to radiations. Remember, these radiations cause some thyroid disorders. So we should check on that. Do regular exercise. People have given testimonies. If you are fatigued, if you do exercise, you will be able to minimize these symptoms. Some people get it difficult to wake up in the morning because of fatigue. You have backache, your shoulder is aching, your neck is aching. We have different exercises which can manage these conditions. So exercise is very important. Make exercise a lifestyle. Oh yes, some people have done that and it's doable. Regular checkups of your thyroid function, very important. Those who have this condition, they know what I'm talking about. Or if you have a member in your family you have this condition has to go for checkups depending on the dates which have been given by the doctor or a specialist. So by doing all those, we can be able to manage this condition. World Thyroid Day is celebrated each year, May 25th. Today is on 24th, but tomorrow, which will be on a Saturday this year, May 2024, will be World Thyroid Day. Let us educate people about the thyroid gland. Let us give information out there. Information is power. And if you have seen somebody who has been in this struggle, celebrate that person. Celebrate that individual. It's not easy. It takes the grace of God. We salute the researchers or the doctors dedicated to the research to get information on this condition. We salute you and we pray God to give you grace and favor as you continue doing this. Thank you so much for always checking on my videos. If this video resonates with you, kindly give it a like, give it a thumbs up, share the video to whoever you feel like needs to get this information. Let's give hope and love to those who are struggling with this condition. But we thank God this condition has got the antidote. It's not a death sentence. We can do this. Thank you so much. Get educated. Let's meet in the next video. Bye-bye.